Welcome everyone to today's coverage of Darien high school girls softball, where Greenwich Cardinals take on the Darien Blue Wave here at the DHS Varsity Softball Field. The Blue Wave coming in this one on a 4-game win streak, whereas Greenwich struggling a little bit in their last 4, losing 3 of 4, winning only 1 the previous matchup. As the Blue Wave team takes the field, pitcher Malmenderos is on the mound. As you can see here, as I mentioned, pitcher is Malmenderos. Catcher is Claire Kisco. On first base, we have Vivian Knott. Second base, Mia Michelson. Third base, Emma Hamilton. And at shortstop, Laura Valgi. In left field, you have Caroline Baldwin. Center field, Callie McCluskey. And in right field, Caitlin Donahue. As your starting defense for the Blue Wave today. Blue Wave currently sit at a regular season record of 10-4, having a pretty good year so far. Whereas Greenwich, not out of it yet, but gonna need some critical wins here down the stretch. They're only 5-9. Cardinal shortstop Mia Gainji, number 10, coming up to hit first. Darrow steals. That one's going to be low for ball 1. Pitch in, and that's going to be the first strike. So 1-1 count. And that one's going to be grounded over the third base side. Throw over, and she's out. Emma Hamilton at third base making the play. So that'll be 1 down for the Blue Wave. Number 14, Casey Natal, comes up for the Greenwich Cardinals. Medeiros. This one's going to be chopped foul to the right side. That one got her up high, swinging. Strike 2. 0-2 count. And that one's going to be in for strike 3, swing and a miss. So Casey Natal goes down on strikes. As the Blue Wave record their second out. So now as Gianna Toscano comes up to the plate, she'll take for ball 1. No one on, 2 outs in the top of the first here. One and one. Monero steals a strike. Barrows, another strike in there, so she'll have the favorable 1-2 count. Barrows steals. That one's going to be high and away. 2-2 count. Fly ball. That one's going to drop in the infield at second base, and Toscano's going to be safe at first. Down the gap between pitcher and the second baseman. That'll be a base hit with 2 outs. So now Cameron Clark fouls one behind the plate. 0-1 count. Fouls one behind the plate once again. That'll bring her count to 0-2. It's 2 outs. Girl on first. That one's going to be fouled straight down to the plate. She'll foul a third one on this at bat behind the plate. It'll be 4 foul balls in a row. Cameron Clark tries to stay alive in this one. And that one's going to be fouled behind. Darrows. That one's going to be high. And they'll get the steal. Runner will advance. That one's going to be grounded to third. Hamilton throws over, and she'll get the out. So the Cardinals leave a girl in scoring position, but that'll be 3 outs. And Blue Wave will be coming up in the bottom of the first when we return. Back for the bottom of the first inning here at the GHS Varsity Softball Field. Sophia Boyce on the mound for the Cardinals. She deals. Swing and a miss. It's number 9, shortstop Lauren Valgi. So 0-1 count. Boyce deals again. That one's going to go over her head. Valgi's going to try to beat it out first, and she will be out Play made at second base by Casey Natal. So Callie McCluskey come up to the plate. She's got a bunt. And that one's going to go past the first base. She's going for two, and she's safe at second. She gets the base hit on the bunt. We'll go to second on the error. It's going to be a quick time from the umpires here. And I'm going to confirm the call at second. Kleski will be safe. So Medeiros will step up to the plate. He'll take for ball one. Boyce will deal another one. This one's also going to be high. 2-0 count. And another one high to Medeiros, and there goes McCluskey. She will get the steal at third. Heads up base running from McCluskey. Took a big lead and saw it in, throw back over. And took the opportunity. So here comes Medeiros. Medeiros going to drive that one down the left field line. That one's back. And that one's in. Fair ball. McCluskey scores. And Medeiros is in for an RBI double to start off the Blue Wave. So a big hit there from Medeiros. As Claire Kisco will come up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. So one down. Boyce will deal in there for strike one. So 0-1 count. And that one looks miss a little outside there for Boyce. And that one's going to be ripped foul down the left field line. So that'll make it a 1-2 count to Claire Kisco. Boyce deals. That one's going to be hit to center field. Center field driving back. She'll make the catch. Medeiros tags up, and Medeiros will be safe into third. That catch made by Cameron Clark for the Cardinals. So Claire Kisco will advance Medeiros to third, and that'll bring up number 24, Vivian Knott. And she'll take the first one high for a ball. Two outs, 1-0 count. Comes Boyce. Boyce deals another one high for ball two. That one's going to be going for ball 3. Little inside there on Knott. 3-0 count. And Knott will take for ball 4. So runner on the corners. As Caroline Baldwin will take the plate. Two down. First and third taken. She'll rip that one. That one will drop in center field. Madero scores. And Knott goes all the way to third. So that's going to be an RBI single for Caroline Baldwin. And that'll put the Blue Wave up 2-0. As captain Caitlin Donahue will take the plate. She'll take for ball 1 there from Blois. That one's going to get in there for a strike. And Caroline Baldwin will advance to second. No throw there from the catcher as there's a runner on third. That'll be another ball high, so 2-1 count. Donahue hits that one. That one's going to fall into left field over the shortstop. Baldwin's going to round and score. Knott scores ahead of her. And so that'll bring in 2 runs there on the base hit. So time will be taken here, as the Cardinals like to talk this one over. Blue Wave already out to a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. The Cardinals just trying to stop the bleeding. Here comes Emma Hamilton. Emma Hamilton, she's going to sky one. High ball to left field, and that one's going to be caught. 4 out, number 3. And so that'll do it for the Blue Wave, but Cardinals don't get 3 outs before the Blue Wave put up 4, and that's a nice first inning there for the Darien team. Once again, you're watching today's coverage of the high school girls softball on the DAF Media Network joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. We'll be right back for second inning action after this break. We're back here for second inning action here. Megan Yeager rips one to first, and that one's going to be caught at first base there. Vivian Knott with the catch. So a quick first out here in the top of the second for the Blue Wave. As Campbell Clark comes up for the Cardinals, she'll sky one back behind the first base dugout. Medeiros will deal here. And that'll be a strike. She'll get out here to a quick 0-2 count. And that one's going to be ripped down the first base side. Foul once again. Count remains at 0-2. Medeiros deals. That one's going to go through her legs, hit the second base, and roll into center field. So base hit there for Campbell Clark. She tries to ignite a spark into this Cardinal offense. So they're going to pinch run here. This is number 3, Hannah Winnig, comes in. Here comes Kayla Eng, designated player for the Cardinals, and Medeiros steals the ball for her first pitch. Second pitch, that one's going to be fouled out right back behind us. That'll bring a 1-1 count. And that was going to be swing and a miss, but that'll go past the catcher, and pinch runner Hannah Winnig will take second. So Medeiros deals. That one's going to be fouled back. Count will remain at 1-2. Runner on second. Still only one down here for the Blue Wave. And that one's going to be called for strike 3. So Eng goes down looking as the Blue Wave find their second out of the inning. Medeiros deals. That'll be ball 1. Jesse Natal up to bat here for the Cardinals. And that one's going to be grounded to short. Thrown over. They'll get the out at first, and that'll be out number 3. And so once again, runner left stranded on second for the Greenwich Cardinals as the Blue Waves get the third out. Play made by shortstop Lauren Valgi there. So that'll bring us to the middle of the second inning, and we will return on DAF Media Network after this short break.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media.
So as we welcome you back here to the Darien softball field. Bottom of the second inning here. Blue Wave up 4-2-0. Mia Michelson fouls one. So 0-1 count. Boy steals a strike there for Michelson. Michelson fouls another one back behind the plate. So 0-2 count for Michelson. Pitches in, and that one's going to be foul tip. Catcher Campbell Clark unable to hold on to that one. So Michelson continues to protect the plate here. And she's going to sky this one high. And that one's going to hit the top of the first base dugout for another foul ball. Pitch dealt. Michelson hits that back in the center field. Line drive, and that'll be caught by the center fielder, Cameron Clark. So shortstop Lauren Volge will come out to the plate. Already has a couple of nice plays at shortstop on the defensive side today. Let's see if she can do the same at the plate. This Boyce shoots that one high. That one a little lower than the last one, but still too high out of the strike zone. 2-0 count. And Volge's going to sky that one high to left field. And it'll be caught by the left fielder, Jessie Natal, for the second out. So Callie McCluskey will come up to the plate as Boyce steals first pitch strike. That one's going to be high. 1-1 count to McCluskey. That one also high and inside. That'll bring the count 2-1. And Boyce will deal that one way high for ball number 3. So Kluski with the favorable count, 3-1. And that'll be in there for strike 2 as Kluski swings. So full count to McCluskey. Boyce steals. And swing and a miss. And so Kluski down on strikes, and that'll lead to the third out of the bottom of the second inning here. So the score remains 4-0. No runs scored in that second inning. The defenses shine out in that one. So Medeiros will come back on the mound. Already having a nice day so far, pitching 2 innings of shutout baseball. She's only let up 2 hits today, as well as has an RBI double. So pitcher Sophia Blois will be up to the plate first for the Greenwich Cardinals. So Medeiros will get ready to deal. That one's going to be high as Blois gets her bat out of the way as she was threatening to bunt on that one. So 1-0 count. So that one going to get called for a strike. So 1-1 count in this pitcher versus pitcher battle. That one's going to be outside. 2-1. Darrow steals. Once again outside. So 3-1 count here. Start off the top of the third. And that one's going to be low. And Blois will take her base. So as Blois heads over to first, that'll bring up the top of the lineup here. As Mia Gengi comes up to the plate. That one's going to be fouled off. Mateo steals. That one going to fall outside the plate. So 1-1 count. That one check swing by Gengi, and that'll be in for the second ball. There steals. That one's going to be in for a strike. She finds the zone once again. So 2-2 count to Gengi. Darrow steals. That one's going to be low. So full count here for Gengi. Runner on first. Pitch in. That one's going to be lined right down the gap into center field, and that's going to be a base hit for Gengi, as that'll put runners on first and second for Casey Natal. Natal up to the plate here. She's going to bunt. That one is going to drop perfectly. So the sack bunt works out for the Cardinals, as it'll advance 2 runners into scoring position now, as Gianna Toscano comes up to the plate. Toscano with a hit already in this one, as Madero steals a strike on her first pitch. So a big opportunity here for the Cardinals to get back in this one. Big chance to cut the lead in half, even for the Cardinals. A nice big hit here from Toscano. So 1-1 count, 1 out. Darrow steals another one here. And Toscano's going to swing and miss on that one. It's a 1-2 count for Medeiros. She deals, and that one's going to be strike 3. Toscano goes down looking. So a big strikeout there from Medeiros. So that'll bring up Cameron Clark to the plate. Runners remain on second and third, 2 outs now. And that one's going to be dealt high. Cardinals try to find a way to get themselves into this one. Darrow steals. That one's going to be fouled straight back. 1-1 count. And that one's going to be low. So 2-1 count for Clark. And she'll swing and miss at that pitch, and that'll bring the count to 2-2. So Medeiros looking to get out of a little bit of a jam here. And she deals, and that one be high. So full count. Runners on runners on second and third. Pitches in, and that one's going to be grounded to shortstop. Balji throws over, and that one's going to be in for the third out. So the Blue Wave get out of runners on second and third, and 1 out at one point in that inning, and they're going to make a nice play there. And so the score will remain at 4-0. As the Blue Wave survive the top of the lineup for the Cardinals. So now as the Cardinal defense retakes the field, we give you a look at the whole field there. We have Sophie Boyce at pitcher, Campbell Clark at catcher, first base Megan Gager, second base Casey Natal, third base Gianna Toscano, shortstop Mia Ganji, left field Jessie Natal, center field Cameron Clark, and right field Sydney Coyne. Let's look at your starting lineup here for the Blue Wave. Batting order. So first Lauren Valji, second Kelly McCluskey, Molly Medeiros, Claire Kisco, Vivian Knott, Caroline Baldwin, Caitlin Donahue, Emma Hamilton, and Mia Michelson. So now Captain Molly Medeiros look to kickstart this Blue Wave offense again as it went dormant in that second inning. So the pitch is in, and that one's going to be skied up and fall out on the third base side. So Boyce steals, and that one's going to be in there for a strike. So Boyce out to a nice 0-2 count for herself. Pitches in, Medeiros going to rip that one down the left field line Way foul. That one's going to be pitched in there and fouled out behind the plate. Medeiros looks to stay alive. So Boyce deals with no 2 count. That one's going to be hit over to the shortstop. Throw over in time. So that'll be out number 1 for the Greenwich Cardinals. Play made by Mia Gangi. Caught at first base by Megan Gager. So Boyce deals. Low. 1-0 count. So Claire Kisko is now at the plate. Now one dealt in there for a strike. So 1-1 count for Kisko. Now one from Kisko is going to find its gap between shortstop and third base, and she'll have a hit there for herself. So Blue Wave will call for a courtesy runner for Kisko. It's number 24, Vivian Knott, takes the plate. Courtesy runner is Lily Romanowski for the Blue Wave. Pitch dealt in. That one's way high and in. As try to throw over to first, but Romanowski will stay safe. That one's going to be fouled off to the left side. Knott takes another one high and inside. That'll bring the count to 2-1. Still runner at first. Pitch in. That'll be ball 3. So a 3-1 count here for Knott. And that one's going to be high and inside once again. So Romanowski will advance to second and Knott to first. That walk will bring up Caroline Baldwin to the plate. Baldwin swings at the first one, that one high. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Baldwin swings and misses again. 0-2 count for Boyce. Pitch dealt. This time Baldwin will be able to make contact with that one as she stays alive. This one dealt. Foul back once again by Baldwin. So count remains at 0-2. Pitch is in. That one's going to be fouled way high and way back. So Baldwin continues to protect the plate. Runners on first and second. Pitches in, and that's going to be a swing and a miss from Baldwin. So she'll go down on strikes. That'll give the Cardinals their second out of the inning. So runners on first and second. As Caitlin Donahue comes up to the plate. Pitch dealt in, and that one's going to be high. 1-0. That pitch high again. So 2-0 count. Boy steals. High once again. 3-0. So favorable count there for Donahue, and she'll take a strike. 3-1. So 3-1 count. Runners first and second. 2 outs. And swing and a miss there for Donahue. So Boyce works her way back to a 3-2 count. So full count here. Boyce deals. That one's going to be fouled back. So that one's going to be hit foul. As Donahue protects the plate. So count remains at full. Donahue fouls that one off again. Boyce. And that one's going to be strike 3 high as Donahue swings and misses. Oh, Darien leaves 2 on there. 1 runner in scoring position. As the score remains here, 4-0. As we head into the 4th inning here at the DHS Varsity Softball Field. And we're going to step aside here. We'll take a quick break on the DAF Media Network. Welcome back here to the DAF Media Network for 4th inning action. As that first pitch will go in there for a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Medeiros on the mound. Megan Gager at the plate. She'll swing. That one will be fouled back. So a quick 0-2 count for Medeiros. Medeiros will deal once again, and that one's going to be high. 1-2 count. Cardinals left 2 on second and third in the previous inning. And that one's going to be low for ball 2. So 2-2 count. And that one's going to be swung. Foul back once again. So Medeiros to Gangi. That one's going to be swung and missed. So Medeiros gets another strikeout here on the day. As Campbell Clark will take the plate. She'll swing and miss on a first pitch. Swing and miss again there for Campbell. So 2 count for Clark. As she's going to foul that one off and stays alive. So Medeiros continue to work here with an 0-2 count. 1 out. She'll deal. And that one's going to be swung on and missed for the second out. So Medeiros with 2 strikeouts here, going up this 4th inning. So 2 down. This designated player, Kayla Eng, takes the plate. And that one's going to be swung and missed. So a 1 count. Pitched in. That one's going to be ripped down the right field line. But we'll land just foul. So no 2 count here. Medeiros with an opportunity to close this one out. So Medeiros would deal. That one's going to be grounded. It's going to get past Medeiros. Going to go shortstop Volgi. Volgi's going to throw to first, and she'll get the 3rd out. So a quick 1-2-3 up, 1-2-3 down for the Blue Wave. And that'll bring us to the middle of the 4th inning here. As you're watching today's game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation, the Darien Athletic Foundation. Just want to give a quick shout out to our crew here. Dalton Moss, Kenny Aronatigi. I'm Thomas Ponte, and a nice big shout out to our advisor, Damon Andrew. Well, thank you for watching. We'll be right back here with a continuation of 4th inning action here at the DHS Varsity Softball Field. So welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth inning. As Emma Hamilton will hit that one foul to the left side. Sophia Bloy still on the plate. Starks still at the mound for the Greenwich Cardinals. As Bloy steals, that one's going to be sky high to center field. And caught for out number 1. Cameron Clark, coordinator out there in center field. So Mia Michelson will come up to the plate. So first pitch swung on there. This one might find the gap. It will. Now land in shallow left field for Michelson as she'll record a base hit for herself. So now also bring up the top of the lineup for the Blue Wave. As Lauren Valji steps up to the plate. So 1 out. Runner on first. As Valji digs in. And that one's going to be swung. Skied out to right field. And that one's going to be caught for an out. Right fielder Sydney Coyne making the play there for the Cardinals. Here comes Kelly McCluskey up. And she'll swing out the first pitch. Strike 1. So 2 outs here for the Cardinals. That one dealt high there from Blois. 1-1 count. Another one dealt high from Blois. This pitch also high. So McCluskey works herself into a 3-1 count. Pitch is in. And that one's going to be swung. So full count here. 2 outs. Runner on first. This Blois tries to deal quick 4th inning here for the Cardinals. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be high and inside for McCluskey. So runners on first and second. As Mullen Medeiros will take the plate. Medeiros already with a big hit in this one earlier in that first inning. And that one's going to be ripped to third base. And that one's going to get through, actually, into left field. And so Medeiros will go in. And Medeiros goes to second, but the runner did not advance, and she will be out at first now. And so Medeiros will drive in 1 run there. That run will count. But she tries to go to second. And it looks like McCluskey did not advance to third. And so she couldn't get back over in time, but I believe the run will count. So slightly disappointing way there to end that 4th inning for the Blue Wave, but still get a run. So while we wait for this game to resume, we're going to take a quick break here. So welcome back here to the top of the fifth inning, as we can take a look now at the Greenwich Cardinals starting lineup. Mia Gangi at batting first, Casey Natal, followed by Gianna Toscano, Cameron Clark, Megan Gager, Campbell Clark, Kayla Eng, Jessie Natal, and Sophia Boyce. As here comes Medeiros on the first pitch, and that one's going to be grounded to shortstop. Valji throws over, and she'll make the play. Out there at first base by Vivian Knott. So quick first out here for the Blue Wave. So Medeiros will deal here with one out. And that one's going to be fouled back for a 0-1 count. That one dealt in. This is Sophia Boyce at the plate. Previous out was Jessie Natal. As Boyce hits one over to first base side, and that one's going to be easy out there for the Blue Wave, as not just able to step on first. So 2 outs down. It's now the top of the lineup. We'll come back up there for the Greenwich Cardinals. Mia Gangi. That one dealt high. And that one's going to be swung on and missed from Gangi. So 1-1 count, 2 outs. Pitch dealt in, and that one's going to be a strike. So 1-2 count here. So pitches in here from Medeiros. And that one's going to be foul tip. So the count remains at 1-2. Darrow steals. Now one's going to be high. So 2-2 count. Pitch in, and that one's going to be low for Gangi. So full count now. 2 outs. Blue Wave try to close out a quick top of the 5th inning here. That one's going to be swung on, and that one's a nice hit through the gap at second base. So that one's going to be a single there for Gangi. Now we'll bring up Casey Natal. So she'll dig in here for her at bat. Pitches in, that one's going to be fouled right back. Just over the first base dugout. So 0-1 count. Pitches in, and that one's going to be swung. And that one's going to fall into right field. So it's going to be a base hit there. So that hit there from Casey Natal will advance Gangi to second, and she'll sit at first. So 2 outs here for Gianna Toscano. As the pitch is in, that one's going to be called for strike 1. So Cardinals here trying to get something going here with 2 outs. Another pitch is dealt in. That one's a big hit. Way down into center field way back, and that one's going to be caught for the third out. As center fielder Callie McCluskey does a nice job tracking that one back. That'll stop the run there from the Greenwich Cardinals. So the score will remain at 5-0 as Medeiros continues to pitch a shutout. Once again, you're watching today's game on DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation, the Darien Athletic Foundation. Just want to give another quick shout out to our crew, Dalton Moss, Kenny Aronautigui, Joseph Aronautigui, and our advisor, Damian Andrew. I'm Thomas Ponte, and we'll return here with you here in the bottom of the fifth inning after this short break. So the first pitch dealt there, swung on and flied way back to center field. As we resume the fifth inning here. That was Claire McCluskey there. Now up to the plate is Vivian Knott. So that one's going to be pitched in there for a strike. So Blois steals to Knott again. 3 games ago against Trumbull, Darien won 3-0 and Knott pitched a no-hitter in that one. Showing her versatility in this one, not pitched today. That went to Medeiros as Knott took the day off, but still able to contribute on the offensive side and on the defensive side at first base. She will now have a 2-1 count. That one's going to be fouled back. So 2-2 count. And Knott's going to foul that one back again as she protects the plate. So Blois steals. And that one's going to be a swing and a miss. Knott goes down on strikes. So 2 outs for the Cardinals here. As Caroline Baldwin comes up to the plate, and she'll foul the first one back. Pitches in from Blois, and that one's going to be swung on and missed. So 0-2 count. Just dealt in. And that one's going to be called strike 3. Baldwin goes down looking. So a quick inning there for the Greenwich Cardinals. And this game will remain at 5-0. As we head in to the top of the 6th inning. And the Cardinals will look to find a way here late, try to get back into this one. But before that, we will take a quick break here on the DAF Media Network. So welcome back here to the DAF Media Network. So we head into the top of the 6th inning here, and that one's going to be hit. Skied back to center field, deep. And that one's going to be hit home run as it hits the trees over the fence. For Cameron Clark there with the big at-bat as she tries to get her side back into this one. So definitely could be a big spark here for the Cardinals as they try to get something going here in this 6th inning. So first pitch, home run. So Medeiros will deal. As Megan Gager comes up to the plate. During the break, Darien also made a defensive change at first base. This not came out. Fortunately, I do not know who came in for not at first base. I do not have number 55 on my roster. I do apologize. Now Medeiros will have a 2-1 count against Gager. Medeiros deals. That one's going to be grounded to second base, thrown over, and that one's going to be the first out for the Blue Wave. Play made by Mia Michelson at second base. Medeiros will deal now with 1 out. And that'll be strike 1. As Campbell Clark is now at the plate. And now Clark will hit that one out to center field. And that'll be in for a base hit. Doesn't hit it as far as her sister, but does enough to get a hit. Now runner on first, 1 out. That'll be a strike. Kayla Eng at the plate. Medeiros deals now. That one's going to fall outside. So 1-1 count. Medeiros deals, and that one's going to be in there for a strike. As Eng swings and misses. So 1-2 count. Pitch is in, and that one's going to be fouled off. So Medeiros deals, and that one's going to be swung on and missed by Eng. So 2 outs here for the Blue Wave. So Medeiros now with 2 outs deals. Now it's going to be swung on to first. So 0-1 count. That one's going to be in there for a strike to the left fielder, Jesse Natal. Spadero steals another one. That one's going to be fouled back high, and that one's actually going to be caught. That one stayed in play for the third out there. Nice play from catcher Claire Kisco. That'll retire the side after one run. Big home run for the Greenwich Cardinals. That'll bring us to the middle of the sixth inning. And we'll be back with more sixth inning action after this short break.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the Venmo QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org/donate. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media.
So welcome back here to the bottom of the sixth inning. As Caitlin Donahue comes up to the plate, and she'll swing that one on. And that one goes way foul on the left side. Boyce is still your pitcher at the mound for the Cardinals. So now the pitch is in. That one's going to be high. That one dealt in there. Swung on and missed by Donahue, so 2-1 count. Excuse me, 1-2 count. So now the pitch is dealt in, and that one's going to be swung on, popped high, and that one's going to be caught in foul territory. Catch made by catcher Campbell Clark. So it'll be one out for the Cardinals. Now it's going to be swung on and ripped to left field, but it's going to be in for an out by Mia Michelson. So 2 outs. That catch made there by left fielder Jesse Natal. Or excuse me, Mia Michelson takes the plate now. That was Emma Hamilton who skied out, and now that one's going to be hit by Michelson over to shortstop, and that play made in time for the third out. Mia Ganji there making the play at shortstop. So that'll conclude our sixth inning here. Still 5-1 your score. Both teams with 6 hits. Greenwich with an error as they try to use their final opportunity here to get themselves back in this game and at least tie it up at the end of this 7th inning. So welcome back here on the DAF Media Network as the Cardinals enter the top of the 7th inning. Now it's going to be a bunt. And she's going to be in there for a base hit off the bunt. And this catcher, Claire Kisco, couldn't quite make the throw in time. That bunt made by Sophia Blois. As now Mia Gangi comes up. Pitch in. That one's going to be skied high to the right side. And that one's going to be caught for an out. Just past the first base line. So, Blue Wave 2 outs away from a win here. Now Casey Natal will come up. And Madero steals high for the first pitch. Now Madero steals that one low. So 2-0 count. Madero steals another one low. So hitters count here at 3-0. And that one's going to be dealt in there for a strike. Tall takes that one. So 1 out, 3-1 count. Darrow steals. That one's going to be swung on and popped, and that's going to be a drop there. But Valji's still going to get the out at second on the force. So either way, an out was made. So it'll be 2 outs. Gianna Toscano comes up to the plate. Darrow's going to deal now, and that one's going to be in for a strike. So Blue Wave just 1 out away from closing this one out. Darrow steals another one. That one's going to be grounded to Valji. Valji's going to throw over to first, and that's going to be in for the final out. So the Blue Wave will add another win to their total as they advance to 11-4. Greenwich are going to take their 10th loss as they go to 5-10. And so the Blue Wave continues to roll here on the 5-game win streak. If we take a look at your game summary here. Blue Wave 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Greenwich Cardinals 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. Thank you for watching today's coverage of Greenwich Cardinals versus Darien Blue Wave girls softball here at the GHS Stadium Field. And one last big shout out to our crew here, Dalton Moss on graphics, Kenny Aronatsugi directing and on instant replay, Joseph Aronatsugi on camera. I'm Thomas Aponte. And of course, big shout out to our advisor, Damian Andrew. Thank you for joining us here today, and hope you have a great rest of your evening.